Welcome guys back to another video. Today I'm going to be explaining some tips and tricks that you can try out on Friday the 13th, the game. So as you know, this game has many secrets we have to still figure out. Some secrets not even every player knows, and only few players know. Now, these tips and tricks will really help you out in surviving and becoming a better player just in general on Friday the 13th, the game. So let's get started. Alright guys, this tip is about to blow your mind. So many players don't know this. So, you know those annoying Jasons that put traps in front of the cars? You're all probably like, well, if I step in it, then Jason's gonna know. Damn it, looks like we can't take the car they're escaping. Well, actually, this is not true. You can crouch next to one of Jason's traps, and if you have a pocket knife, you can hold X or A or E, depending on what you're playing on, to disarm his trap using the pocket knife. And then you can simply put your little battery or whatever you have in and be on your way. And make sure you don't mess up.
Thank God it actually fit.
Another really cool trick in the game, an actual tip, is there are many map boards across the map. Now what you can do is you can actually take a map from here, and this is a unlimited amount of maps. You can keep taking them from there. Tell your friends to come here and take maps, and tell your friends about it, because this will really come in handy when you can't find a map. Just go to one of the map boards in the map. There's one in the middle of the map on Crystal Lake, one in the middle of the map on Packanack Lodge, and Higgins Haven. I believe there is one behind the barn. Many people see traps as a bad way to prevent Jason from coming into the house, but actually there is a trick to make sure he can't come in unless he gets trapped by it, and that is by placing it outside the door. Now yes, this may seem really dumb at some points when you are very low in stamina and you don't want to leave the house until he is in, but this will encourage Jason not to actually go through the door because he knows you'll have time to escape. What you want to do is you want to get really close, about right here. Exactly. Then you want to place the trap when you have the chance and it says you can. You just place the trap there, and Jason will no longer be able to get through. And if he does somehow break it and you placed it wrong, if it's in the doorway like mine is, it will still get him when he tries to walk through. Also, this prevents him from shift grabbing you without touching the trap. And another hint that I would like to discuss, this will be number 4, I believe, or 5, I'm not sure which, is I need Jason to teleport to me first, of course. There are many weapons in the game, but there's one perfect weapon that works great. I'm gonna go to Packanack Lodge and hope that he teleports there. Yes, here's our Jason. Now, Jason can be really annoying, and no combat stance, come on. Alright. So normally you would have to hit Jason multiple times or just get lucky. But the baseball bat 100% of the time will in fact stun Jason. And it will knock him down most of the time. Now yes, this can be a bad thing if he's knocked down and has a really good trigger finger. But if it's part 3, that's not a problem. And also, sometimes it doesn't knock him down. So that's another tip to keep in mind. Another tip is do not hold your breath until Jason is in the room you're in. If you hold your breath now, you will not say anything if he appears in front of you. And when he goes back out, as he will right now, he may hear you, but he won't know where you are. And then you can simply stun him with your weapon, or you can simply just go straight out the window without him knowing. As you can see, Jason has failed to kill me. Another tip is when trying to take Jason's mask off, you do not want to simply hit him like this, as you may sometimes miss, and plus it's a lot more difficult. But if you go into combat stance, it's actually easier to get his mask off because it will most of the time go off. As you see, I only hit him twice and it came off. Normally it would take a lot more if you're not in combat stance, but combat stance actually makes it a lot easier to do this. The next tip is when you are wanting to get Jason's mask, I mean not mask, but Pamela's sweater. Make sure a female character, of course, because they're the only ones that can pick it up. But also, keep in mind that if you have the killer's mask, aka Jason's mask, you cannot be detected by Pamela. Pamela will not detect you. You'll be able to get out, get in, get out, and it will not say anything to Jason. Simple and easy, just like that. Another cool tip is you actually can heal your own counselors and any friends nearby that may be hurt. I don't have anyone to test this on, but I promise you it works. You have to press some button, it will pop up. I'm really not sure what pops up, but I know you can heal them, in fact. So try it out with your teammates. Another tip, guys, is actually, if you're ever in a rush and you need some help, say Jason's breaking through the door, as he will right now. Well, with an axe, if I shall say. So let me just close this, and he's gonna break it down with an axe. Okay, he's gonna break it down with an axe. What you can do is you can actually stun him through the door before he breaks it down, then make your escape. It's a really good tip. Keep it in mind. That's a really good use for fireworks. Now we're gonna start giving tips for Jason. The first tip is actually putting a trap outside your door. This will prevent any counselors from coming through unless they have that so-called pocket knife. Now they may be able to get around, but getting out, it might get them too. Another really good tip for Jason is when you first start off the game, you want to instantly teleport to the phone box and trap it as soon as possible. This will prevent anyone from getting to it. And if they have a pocket knife, yes, they can actually bypass this. But what you can do is, if you have a lot of traps, you can put 2, and then you can also put a third one if you really want to. But you're kind of being an asshole at that point, so have fun. That's all I can say. Another really good tip for being Jason is whenever you're wanting to break down a door, do not press R2 repeatedly, as this will take a lot longer to break the door down. Now this does break it down in 3 hits currently because the door is not barricaded. It will break it down a lot slower if it is barricaded. But now I'm going to show you simply the faster way. You can go into combat stance, but you can get stuck while doing that. What you can do is you can actually hold R2 or RT, depending on what you're on, and it will actually destroy it faster, and you'll get faster swings on it, as I will do here as well. As you can see, much quicker. Another really good tip is to break every single box in the map. This will increase the chances of someone turning on their flashlight, and it will also bring their fear to a humongous uno numero 0, which will make it a lot easier to kill people. And the next tip is I'm gonna have her go through a door real quick. So say right here. Okay, so over here. She's gonna go through this door right here. Now what you can actually do before she barricades it, you can go in, and then when she barricades it, she'll be like, oh, I'm safe and everything, as she'll do right now. She'll be like, oh, I'm safe. She'll be like, oh, I'm safe. And then when she turns around, Jason's right there and ready for a kill. On. Another tip is when your Jason, destroy as many objects as you can. For this will make your rage go up a lot faster. Well, not a lot, but it will make it go up faster. And when you're in rage, as you know, you can walk straight through the doors, which will make it easier to consume your prey. The next really good tip I have for you guys is if you don't want them to escape in a car, you can actually go to the car and place a trap down right next to the gas or the battery. I recommend placing both down if you're playing as part 2 or any other part, but if you're playing as part 9 or another part that does not have good amounts of traps, you may not want to do this. But if you have 5 or more traps, you should place it at the battery and the gas. That way if they have a pocket knife, they can't get the other unless they have a second pocket knife. Another really good tip is if you're Jason and someone's about to shoot you with a flare gun, what you want to do is actually shift, and they will miss their flare gun, and then you can easily get a free kill. Like this one over here. Another really good tip is if you want to surprise the person, you want to stalk and then use your shift or your morph to get to the house, and you will not be noticed. Usually people will not notice anything unless you start your stalk, and you won't know how close you are, but if you use your stalk and then shift, they will not suspect a thing. Another really good tip is when they're trying to climb through the window, make sure that you have your pocket knife ready and then you hit them, or the window itself. As you see, I failed, but if he's climbing through the window, you can actually break the glass as they're climbing through it, and it will hurt them. And this also is really good if you are having troubles hitting the glass. Say it's completely open and you're having a really hard time hitting it. You can actually really use the advantage of that. And if you're far away and they're about to climb through the window, you can say, hey, no, you're not climbing through there, by breaking the window. And this will discourage them from going through. Well guys, that's about all the tips I have for today. If you like this video, leave a like down below and subscribe if you want more content like this. Also, one final tip. If you're really if you're really into getting trophies and you're really wanting that PhD murder trophy that no one's gotten, try getting environment kills. There's some that are yet to be discovered. No one on PlayStation currently has the trophy for that. And there are no platinums on the game either. So as you can see, there's a Deborah Kim right here. And she is hurt. So she's gonna try environment kills, that's all I can say.